Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Bruh. What? Dude. It's just unfortunate. Oh, what are you doing? Bruh. What? Why does my dash go so far there? No way. What, dude? Like, I need to test a new thing. Bruh. I can't test it there. Oh, I should have done it. Okay, that does work. You can't like do things. Alright. Yo. Bro, what? Why did that happen? Oh, frick. Bruh. That's kind of decent. Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Can't get the extra hit at the end with that. So it's probably not as good. Unless you can do like 4. But I don't know. It's not gonna happen again. That's freaking funny. Dude, I'm like tweaking right now. What the frick am I doing? Try to do an attack and a spear. Oh no, really? Didn't even notice. 2 HP, bro. Literally 1. I mean, bro, my spacing is bad here. Hold on. There I can do it. It's pretty nice. That's definitely useful. What? How do I not get the cancel? That's so insane. That's pretty late. Well, that's freaking unlucky. Hello, Benner. How's it going, bro? W emote, by the way, it doesn't appear on the screen for some reason, but it does appear in the combo. Also, the music's loud. Hold on. How am I even alive? Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Bro, this new emote only works in the combo for some reason. I don't understand it. It doesn't appear in the chat. If I type it 3 times, you see the combo. But it doesn't show in the chat. It's really weird. I have no idea. Maybe it's because I'm the one who made it. I guess. I don't know. But I also made this one and this one works. So I don't know. I don't really know what the deal is with that. Also this one. This one's also peak. Maybe it's just freaking... Maybe it'll just fix itself eventually. I don't know. Yeah, no, mine too. Like, it shows up everywhere except for this specific chat module on my screen. So I don't know what the deal is. What the frick, dude? Oh, I don't understand why that happens. Well, right now it's good enough to play, so you know that only took freaking 20 hours of sleep. Not it, like it is it's pretty decent right now. I think I should be able to play for at least 30 minutes, at least. I'm really hoping for like at least an hour. We'll see though. I could try and learn some runes also, because that's a bit less, I don't know what the word would be. It's a bit less tiring, I guess, because a lot of it is just looking at the strat instead of actually doing it. So maybe I'll do that. Because there's definitely some new runes I have to learn too. And it would probably allow me to play a little bit longer. And you have to be fast to do that. What? Dude, my spacing's chopped. Should I change the music to not be sad? I don't know if I should be sad right now. Maybe not. Yeah, no. Now is not a good time to be sad. I'll be sad in like 30 minutes when my hand starts getting tired. Then I'll put on the sad music. For now, we can keep it happy. Let me get a sub 70 GMS real quick. I've never gotten one. Well, let me just get it right now. Because it's not even hard. Wait, have I really still not gotten one? Yeah, I think my best is like a 1. It's like a 0.5 off. It's like a 70.5. Just so dumb. The thing is, bro. Frick that. The thing is, bro. Sub 70's not even that bad. Like, sub 70's probably easier than sub 30 Trobio, and I have that. So I don't know what the deal is. Honestly, I just need one good pattern. I feel like I always get chopped patterns, especially phase 2. I keep going early, man. Holy freaking voice crack. That's impossible, by the way. Wait, so what do I even do there? I guess I just have to stay below and up slash, but that's so lame and boring and freaking sucks, dude. I hate it when that happens. When they make it too high up, but then you also can't go to the other side because that one's also too high up. So you're just stuck below. You can't do like any spear. How am I still going too early? Bro, what is this freaking pattern? No, I swear, but what is this? Alright, what is going on? It happened again, except that time I just went too early, but still. It's still bad. That was a super early split. Uh-oh. Not ideal. Let me not go early here. Why am I messing up? Like, I was not messing up 5 minutes ago. Let me just stop talking for a second. I'm gonna not talk for this whole run right here. Alright, bro. I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna talk, but this is freaking horrible, so whatever. It's just like, what even are these patterns, honestly? Like, I don't know, man. This is awful. Really, man? I was not playing this bad before. I don't know what happened. There's no way that I'm dead. How is that too freaking low? Freaking kidding me, bro. This is so sharp. And then you're like 1 HP, bro. Like, freaking die, man. Oh my freaking days, bro. It's another early freaking split. Really early split. Thing is, bro, this pattern's bad. Bro, like, I don't know. The pattern was bad. I played it decent. Ends up being a 24. It's not awful. Also, I did split early, so it's actually probably sub 70able. Just give me like the best phase 2 pattern ever. Bro, I hate when that happens. You like can't even do anything about that. Also, what? Bro, I can't. This game, God, it's so freaking chopped. Like, could I have played that any better? I don't think so. Well, maybe. I think it's just an unlucky pattern. And it's a 112, like, freaky, bro. It's 2 seconds off. It was all pattern. Just terrible pattern. Chalk this fight. No. I think I should learn a room. But before I learn a room, I should probably... Wait a second. I should set this to 0. Before I learn a room, I should probably practice tiles. It's kind of a classic. But I don't even know what room I'll practice either. That's kind of a problem. Is there any new strats that I still need to learn? Like in the strats channel? Let me see. I don't know, there's just a bunch of trending strats. You think so? I know there's a lot of RNG in Silksong, obviously, but Hollow Knight also has a lot. There's just a lot of RNG in both. Yeah, Watcher Knights is a lot of RNG, definitely. I mean, bro, I think they both just have a lot of RNG. This is like the Watcher Knights of this game right here. I think, at least. I don't know what else it would be, so. This is like pretty stupid amounts of RNG in this fight. Can't even do it hitless? It's just not possible that I just died there. Or that I took a hit. Taking a hit in this fight is the equivalent of dying though. Because what if you're 1 HP, then you're dead? I'm not taking that heal before this freaking part, bro. That's time loss. Not much. It's only like 1 second, but still. No, I would take that freaking heal. What am I talking about? I've taken that before. You think so? Absolute Radiance is easier than House Radiance. Dang. It's interesting. I mean, maybe so. I don't freaking know, bro. By the way, this is what I mean. Look at this freaking pattern. I just can't do anything. I'm just cooked. It's just a horrible pattern. So I just lose a million times. What even was that? Why did the back one attack? That's not normal. I'm not supposed to do that, I don't think. It's not even a thing. I actually know they're not supposed to do that because why would they ever do that? Also, I did that wrong. Oh my gosh, dude. Supposed to do the turnaround first. I swear, dude. The freaking... No. Maybe my reaction time's horrible? These choreographs are literally the same for both attacks. For the jump attack and for the regular one, it's literally the same freaking choreograph. How am I supposed to, like... How am I supposed to know? Yes, I know my reaction time's awful. But still, bro. That can't be my fault. Oh, man. I should do a Hiles run before anything else. Low-key. I played that horrible, by the way. I was supposed to speak earlier, but for some reason I'm tweaking out. You can always tell when it's gonna freaking do that. This guy is so predictable. Oh, you're gonna want to read the pin on that, bro. I think the pin is still up, right? What the frick is that, man? Is the pin still up? It's not. What happened to the pin? Did I unpin it? Also, why is my thing wide? Brother. Okay. Let me explain this. The CPU came. The CPU arrived. How long ago was that? Like 3 days ago, I think. 3 days ago it arrived. And interestingly, you know, I had some issues. I'm not gonna go into super depth. I had to replace, well, I didn't have to replace. I had to reinstall my entire motherboard. Classic. That took about 6 hours. And that destroyed my hands because it's just way more effort than it ever realistically should be to take out those plugs and put them back in. Those plugs have been in place for like 5 years. They just did not want to come out. So it literally took a year to get them out. And then I had to put them back, which is honestly maybe even harder. Probably not, but it's freaking annoying as heck. Then, after all of that, and by the way, I didn't do that for the CPU. I did that for the cooler. The CPU would have gone in fine. I had to do all of that for the new cooler because I needed the back plate. And you have to reinstall the motherboard to put it on. I don't know why. Like, there has to be a better way, but whatever, you know, chalk it, bro. Whatever. Anyways, after that was done, in theory, the hard part's over. And that's what I thought. But the CPU just did not boot. And after troubleshooting for another 6 hours, I determined that the CPU was freaking... It was just defective. It was literally just defective. And I know it was defective because I put in the old CPU and it worked. Immediately, with no troubleshooting. I put in the old CPU, instantly the computer boots, nothing's changed. It's completely fine. And I did all the normal stuff. I updated the BIOS to the most recent version. I literally did every troubleshooting that freaking ChatGPT and Grok AI told me to do. I did all of them. I didn't skip. Well, I might have skipped like one or two, but it doesn't matter, bro. The CPU was defective because I just put in the old one and it was just working fine. So the new one doesn't work, old one works. That means it's defective. So I returned it, but I did order a new one. This time, just in case, bro, because I got a 5800X, which, you know, maybe somehow, bro, maybe somehow the 5800X has some weird compatibility issue that I don't know about. Right? It's possible. So I got a 5700X. This time it's a 5700X coming, which in theory is like basically the same CPU. It's basically exactly the same power, processing power. It just runs slightly cooler. In theory, as long as it's not defective, it should work. Because there's the chance, bro. The chance of getting 2 defective units in a row is just astronomical. Also, the monitor is coming on the same day. So that's why I say in the title, 3 days until new PC. That's for the CPU and the monitor. They're both coming that day. It's going to be like Wednesday, I think. Maybe Thursday. But that's why I put 3 days. I hope Wednesday. The monitor, yeah. No, it's not pinned anymore. There used to be a pin. It just disappeared, I guess. I might have taken it off. I pinned it like 3 days ago when I freaking destroyed my hands troubleshooting for 14 hours straight. But, bro, the monitor is going to be 300 hertz, which is pretty cool. And hopefully the CPU works so I can actually run it, you know? Otherwise, that 300 hertz monitor is useless. Let me actually do one of these, maybe. I'm gonna give my head a little break. Like 5 minutes. Combat. Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't even know if the FPS number matters because it just runs horribly no matter what. It seems like. Maybe it's just me. Like with my CPU, it just runs horribly no matter what. Even when it says I'm getting 400 frames, it's still stuttering randomly. But that's what the new CPU is for. It's supposed to work, you know? It's not supposed to be defective. I really did just get unlucky, I think. Yeah, it doesn't because I don't even know what the stutter is though. It doesn't even make sense, bro. It's just a chopped CPU, bro. I'm gonna just blame it on my CPU. That's probably the problem. Also, I did boost my RAM speeds because I didn't know that they were chopped. I don't know if that's actually gonna do anything though. Maybe, you know, maybe boosting your RAM speeds is massive. I don't think it's that massive. Because my bottleneck is definitely the CPU. The new, you know, the new fan is nice, I guess. Like, in theory, my CPU, my current one, even though it sucks, in theory, it should be running slightly better because of the new fan. I need to find a room to learn. Although I probably will do one of these runs first, but I need to look at the room sub and find a room to learn. I love that Chrome keeps glitching. It's just so nice, bro. It's a freaking $1 trillion company, and the product doesn't even work. I think that's just legendary, honestly. I would switch to Firefox if it was like easy to do. Main issue with Firefox is it doesn't have all the extensions that are good. So see, I probably should learn a room from Act 2. But which one? Yeah, but no, Firefox is like better than Chrome in every way, honestly. I'm just not switching because you don't think it's good? I'm pretty sure it's better in every way. Maybe I'm wrong though. I mean, if I could get used to it. Oh, my mic just fell. If I could get used to it, I think it would be worth it. I'm so horrible at getting used to stuff. Oh yeah, Chrome is terrible. I think everyone agrees with that. Even before it started being like bad, but it's like terrible now. It does kind of suck. There's not really, I don't know. I think Firefox is probably the best browser, but I really don't know. I don't think you want a Mac, bro. I don't think anybody wants a Mac. Maybe I should learn a room from Vault Keepers. That's probably not a bad idea. I mean, a Mac is just a scam, though. I'm sure you know this. I think everyone knows this by now. It's just a shameful scam. What is this strap, bro? I don't understand. I know most of these strats, but this one is like weird. Oh, I know this strat. I actually used to do this. That strat is fricked. I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's unfortunate, bro. That is unfortunate. Honestly, that's the most unfortunate thing I've seen. That's probably the most unfortunate thing that can happen to you is when you're forced to use an iOS device. That's like the downfall of everything for you. It's just over, bro. It's just over. Because once you use one iOS device, now everything has to be. You can't just have, you know, it's never just one. Now it's the freaking iPhone, now it's the freaking AirPods, now it's the freaking... Is there anything else? The Apple Watch, bro, it's everything. That's the thing, bro. That's how they get you. They make you think it's willingly, but it's not. It's not, bro. It's not willingly. I guarantee you it's not. If you could willingly choose, you would not choose an iPhone. Tell me I'm wrong. No, seriously. I don't think it's possible to willingly choose an iPhone unless it's the only thing you've ever used and you just don't know what you're missing out on. That'd be the only scenario. Otherwise, there's just no way. Also, what room do I learn? I think I already learned all of these rooms, actually, which is interesting. S24 Ultra. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I used to be the biggest... What's the word? Apparently, English isn't my first language. I can't think of words. I used to be the biggest S20... what is this freaking called? The Samsung Ultra series. I used to be the biggest proponent, I think is the word. And I've slightly changed my mind. The thing is, Samsung does make the most mainstream Android phones that are like good. And on paper, they're the best phone you can buy. The issue is that Samsung is actually like the worst Android, which is really unfortunate, and I wish that I had known this sooner. But unfortunately, Samsung is like a terrible version of Android. It's still way better than iOS, don't get me wrong. It's like a million years ahead. But it's like probably the worst form of Android you can get, because it basically takes Android and it puts its own skin on top of it. It's called One UI, I think. I don't think it's good for anyone, actually. If you're talking about iOS, I don't know. Maybe so, bro. I get, actually, you're probably right about iOS being good for older people because it's like simpler. But like, still, bro, it's still worse in every other way. The only thing it's better at is being simple, but being simple is bad. Samsung? I don't know. I think Samsung is kind of like the okay. Really? Bro, the Samsung settings are confusing too. I think all settings are confusing. I don't think that's exclusive to any iOS or what am I saying? To any OS. They call it iOS, bro. That's so unoriginal. iPhone OS. Like, bro. We got the iPhone operating system here. No, but I think the best Android you can get is like, dude, I don't even know what the best one is. But Samsung is kind of chopped. I'm sure there is. Bro, Samsung is still way better than iPhone, don't get me wrong. But the OS that Android uses, One UI, first of all, number one, they change it way too much. I wish they would never change it. They just keep changing it, and every time they change it, it gets like slightly worse. And it gets hard to get used to, but like, it's not a big deal, I guess. I think every freaking company does that, but it's so dumb and they should stop doing it. Number two, despite paying for the entire phone, it still downloads apps onto your freaking phone every time you update it as like an ad, which is probably illegal. I'm not gonna lie. That should be illegal, bro. That should seriously, that's probably like only a US thing also. I bet that doesn't happen in EU because it's freaking illegal, bro. I swear it has to be. How can you buy a whole phone and then you still get ads? To be fair, that's terrible, bro. I don't know. I didn't know Xiaomi was like that. That's good. Yeah, I think, honestly, bro, what is even the best Android? Because Samsung, and look, here's the thing about Samsung. Most of the problems you can fix. Because it's Android, you can fix everything. That's the nice thing about Android. You can fix it all. So you can stop the apps from being downloaded by just doing some things to stop it. But, you know, it's not how it's designed. So you have to go out of your way to do it. And no one's going to do that. Which is what they plan on. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, maybe Samsung's not as bad. And maybe I'm just calling it bad because I'm using it. And I'm just, like, projecting all the problems I get onto all Samsungs. But, like, I got a screen replacement for this phone. And ever since the screen replacement, and look, the screen replacement, is it my fault? Absolutely. I dropped my phone in the bathroom. That's completely on me. Afterwards, I go to get the screen replacement. And I get it back, and I immediately notice two things. Number one, there's no coating on the phone. You know how there's a coating on the screen usually? There's no coating, which means you can just see the glare. It's just there, bro. There's just glare on the phone, on the screen. On top of that, it does not function smoothly. When you swipe the phone doesn't work as smoothly. That would be true if and only if we were reasonable. But of course we're not reasonable. Nobody is reasonable, so we're not going to pretend like we are. Okay? That's a reasonable thing to say. We're not going to be reasonable here. I don't just want my phone to work. I want it to be good. Okay? Is that crazy? How much does a S23 Ultra cost? That's what I have. I believe when it was new, it's not as much anymore because it's like 2 years old, 3 years old actually. But when it was new, I believe it was like $1,500. So if you pay $1,500 for a phone, you would probably expect it to work precisely as expected. And you would expect your insurance. I don't even know how much the insurance costs, bro. It was probably a lot of money. The insurance that allows you to get the screen replaced. But then you get it replaced and it doesn't function as new. How is that even legal? Are we being serious, bro? They don't put a new coating on the screen, so it's not glare resistant and it's not as smooth. On top of that, I don't know what they freaking did. I don't know if they misplaced the cable, bro. But the phone does not use touch controls correctly. You know how when you have a phone, you can use 2 fingers on the phone, right? Am I tweaking or is that a thing? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. 2 fingers on the phone to zoom in and zoom out. You get precise control. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Screen protectors are kind of bad, aren't they? That's probably a horrible take. Yeah, that's probably the worst take I've ever had. But like, I just don't like screen protectors. That's besides the point. Because the real issue with the screen isn't the coating. The real issue with the screen is the pinch control. So when you put 2 fingers on your phone, it's supposed to zoom, right? You're supposed to be able to zoom it. It depends on the app, obviously, but you're supposed to be able to zoom it in, zoom it out, like this. And it's supposed to be precise. That is one of the most important things on a new screen, right? That always works. And it worked up until I got the screen replacement. The new screen apparently decided to misplace a cable. I'm not exactly sure what happened. it doesn't pinch control correctly anymore. It's 50-50. It's literally random. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works fine. Sometimes it does not work at all. I'll be scrolling. Don't ask what I'm scrolling. I'll be scrolling. And randomly, bro, it just clicks something. And I did not click. Consider that I'm scrolling, right? Like this. This is how you scroll, correct? This is a normal scroll technique. And then it just randomly presses something even though I'm scrolling. And this never used to happen before the screen replacement. So anyways, now that I should stop yapping. Didn't work if it was charging. Bro, that's shameless. I don't even know, bro. It clicked everywhere on the screen. Nah, but like, how do you like get a... I just don't understand how my phone stopped working when I fixed it. That's what I don't get. It's supposed to fix it, not break it. So I just don't really understand that at all. I think the best Android to buy might honestly be, as much as Google is the worst company in human history, not even close actually, it's not even top 5 worst, but it's like top 10 worst probably. As much as Google is a terrible company, they might have the best Android version. I think they have the best Android UI. Now the only problem with Google phones, what are they even called? There's a name for them. Oh, Google Pixel, that's what it's called. The only issue with Google Pixels is that they're not as powerful as like Samsung Ultras, which kind of sucks because I would want to get one because the UI looks like it's the best UI by far. It doesn't even look close. If you've ever seen a Pixel UI, it looks better than any other UI without customization, but then you can also fully customize it because it's Android. And I think it's a lesser extreme form of, like, it's a less, what's the word? It's a less, dude, I can't think of words. Is there supposed to be a word for this, or am I just tweaking? On Samsung UI, One UI, what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Look. Oh, skin. Because Android is like Android, but then companies put a skin over it. And the skin can be more or less extreme. So Samsung's skin is pretty extreme. But I think Google's skin is like slightly less extreme, which is a good thing. Oh. True. That's actually true. You could do that. Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. That just requires doing a bunch of stuff that I'm not willing to do because it could brick my phone, and I don't want to brick my phone. That's the thing, bro. Bricking your phone is the worst thing that can happen, because then it's just cooked. I don't. Maybe it's worth it to try to do that, but I don't know. Like, I'm complaining about the phone, bro, but obviously the phone is really good. Like, obviously it's still a really good phone, and obviously most of it is really good. It's just the small things, you know, that I'm complaining about. It's a classic. If I was being reasonable, I wouldn't be complaining, by the way. The phone is good, to be clear. The Samsung Ultra series is very good. It has like the best camera system out of any phone ever, I think. Or at least any mainstream phone. And it also has the best screen out of any mainstream phone. So those are the two probably most important things that a phone can have. Well, it depends on what you're using it for, but I would say the two most important things are the camera and the screen. And Samsung Ultra series has the best camera and screen out of any phone ever. It's not even close. There are obviously issues with Samsung, unfortunately, but I do think that the pros outweigh the cons by a lot. 8x the minimum wage, bro. What does that even mean, minimum wage? Like, as in weekly, or bi-weekly, or monthly, or yearly, or surely not yearly. That would be crazy. Monthly, that's not bad at all. Wait, that's not bad at all, bro. Or wait, that is pretty bad. Oh, I'm tweaking. That's actually terrible. My bad. That's horrible. I've read that completely wrong. Yeah, that's terrible. How is it? I don't know, bro. I just think iPhones are kind of scams in general. Like, maybe I'm tweaking, bro. I think iPhones are just not worth it. You get a... Okay, let's compare. Actually, it doesn't even matter. There's no comparison. The UI and OS is just worse. You can't do anything. Here's the number one reason why iPhone sucks. You ready? Number one. You cannot manually change everything. That's the problem. The structure is good. That just sounds like a cope, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That just sounds like a cope. I'm just gonna say it, bro. That sounds like a cope. Oh, you're talking about that? Yeah, but Samsung has that too. They have like the same thing, except Samsung has a better screen. I can't even speak. You realize? No. I hate to be the guy that says this, but I'm gonna say it. I know it's a cheap shot, but I'm gonna say it anyways. You realize that iPhones gave up on making their own screen and they just started using Samsung screens. Like, that's not even a joke. The company that Samsung uses to make screens, which makes the best screens in the world, and iPhone used to make their own screens, but then iPhone said, no, we're just going to start buying from this company that Samsung owns. And now every iPhone phone has a Samsung screen. But it's still not as good as the Samsung ones because it's usually like slightly behind. Bro, they have the same frame. They have the same materials. I don't know. I don't know where you heard this. iPhone and Samsung have like the same exact materials for everything pretty much. That's not really a thing. They both use like the exact same materials. Yeah, but that's because you have cheap ones. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about the high end ones. You can't. Okay. This is unfair. You cannot compare a top end iPhone phone to a mid range Samsung. You can't do that. Yes, mid range Samsungs are terrible. No one's denying this. But does iPhone even have a mid range? Ask yourself this. What's the mid range iPhone? Oh. There's not a mid-range iPhone. Do you know why? It's because it's a marketing tactic. They want you to see iPhone as a high-end product, right? Whereas Samsung is actually nice. You know, Samsung's cool. Okay, I'm glazing Samsung a little bit. They're still a pretty bad company, but at the end of the day, every company's pretty freaking bad in some way. Look, Samsung at least cares slightly about having a diverse customer base. And not just giving their phones to like middle class and above people. So they have cheaper phones, and most of them are pretty bad. But what do you expect when the phone's cheap? It's gonna be bad. That's just how it works. You can't expect a $300 phone to have a freaking metal plate, bro. Of course it's gonna be plastic. You have to sacrifice something. Anyways, what was I even saying before this part? The Samsung is better than iPhone. Or sorry, it has nothing to do with Samsung. I'm glazing Samsung right now. Just pretend I'm not. The one and only reason, not only, the one and most important reason why Android is always going to be better than iPhone is because you can literally modify everything. Tell me on iPhone. Tell me now. If you wanted to use YouTube, for example, and you wanted to have no ads, what would you do? Now tell me. Put it in the chat. What would you do? Say it, because I know what the answer is going to be. Go ahead. I'm waiting. No, I'll keep waiting. Okay, if you were to... No, but... See, wait, but that kind of proves my point. You can't even use it because of ads. Now, what can you do on an Android? Any Android, doesn't have to be Samsung, doesn't have to be Google. Any Android, you can modify your application to have no ads. Not only no ads, that's just the tip, bro. That's just the tip. There's so many different modifications you can do. You can literally change everything. If you ever see a single ad appear on my phone, then it's because I've done something wrong. I have specifically modified every application that can give me ads to give me no ads. Now, I'm not glazing myself. It's not like I'm a genius and figured this out on my own. No. You obviously use a patcher for this, which does it for you. Which actually is even better. Exactly, bro. Like, you can't do that on iPhone. On top of this, a lot of the... I mean, cracking it manually just sounds like a pain, to be honest. But I know it's, like, not that bad. It just sounds like a pain. Anyways, there's just a lot of, how do I put this? See, okay, blocking ads is completely legal. Let me take it a step further. there are some slightly less legal things you can do on your Android that involve potentially movies. Now look, this is all allegedly. I'm not saying I do this. Of course, I would never break the law. What are you talking about? Do you think I would do that? Of course not. I'm just saying it's possible that, and you cannot do that on an iPhone. You cannot get an app that potentially allows you to, I don't know, and this is just me, I don't know, maybe I've seen this happen, maybe not, maybe I've just heard this happen. You might be able to get an app. The app might allow you to see every movie and show that's ever existed. Exactly, which is why you should just use said app that I'm talking about, that I'm not gonna name, because they really make it easy to use, man. Because the streaming services are so bad. Like, even if the streaming services were free, I would still use this other app, because not only is it free, and by the way, I'm allegedly saying this because obviously I would not do that, right? Never. This is all alleged. But it's free, number one. Number two, the UI is better. Number three, and let me just keep going here because it keeps going and I'm not stalling to think of other reasons. Number three, the catalog is better. Number four, I ran out of reasons, but you get the idea. Those reasons are pretty important. What's up, Sage Bougie? How's it going, bro? I'm right. What can I say, bro? Look, there's so many reasons that I couldn't even think of them all, and that's why I had to stop at 3. But those 3 are very good. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, it has better UI. Number 3, it has more catalog. It has everything, bro. I'm doing about as good as you could expect, considering I've been stalling for the past 20 minutes. So, pretty good then, I think. New PC in 3 days. Hopefully it's not defective like the last one. That'll be nice. 2 out of 10 is pretty accurate. Now that's actually quite accurate. That's a bit too accurate. Yeah, it has been. I wanted to give my hand a break. Even though it wasn't getting tired, I wanted to give it a proactive break so that it didn't stop. Now tell me why after the break it feels worse. After the 20-minute break. It didn't even feel bad at first. Well, okay, it doesn't feel bad right now. I should clarify. Pre-break, it was totally fine. I was like, oh, I could probably keep going. Let me just take a proactive break so that it doesn't build up too fast. After the break, tell me how I can feel the build up now. How does that make sense if I just took a 20-minute break? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I need a room to learn. Somebody get me a room stop to learn. Because that requires less inputs for my hands. I need any room in the game. And if I already know the strat, then I won't. Then I'll skip it. But because I need to learn some of the new room strats anyways. Because there's a lot of them. The last time I learned some more vaults, I'm down probably. Gross mother. How do I tell you it? That's like, yeah, I don't know. Somewhere in vaults, but what room, bro? I need a room. Check the room stop. Do I need to link the room stop? I can link it. I need to pick. My mic just fell. I need someone to pick a room. Or I can put all the rooms on a wheel and do that. Is that a thing I can do actually? Let me see. Let me like try that real quick and see if that's a thing. Oh, it worked. We're not doing tummy ache 1. Okay, look. Tummy ache 1 is lame because it's just half of a cutscene. So, yeah. Let me... If no one wants to pick, I'll just spin a wheel. I have a wheel ready. Let me see if I can do this. This shouldn't link anything. I'm always so scared of things getting leaked, but to be honest, I don't even know how this could leak anything. It's like physically impossible. What could this possibly leak? I don't think it's possible if it doesn't leak anything. Underplat, I actually know that one already. That's one of the more recent ones that I learned. I can show you the room if you want. That room is pretty cool. Frick is this room? I learned all of this split. The Vault Keeper split is like the most recent one that I learned. That's not how you do that, by the way. I don't know what the frick it's shit. So I learned all of these rooms fairly recently. I can't even like do them though. It's legendary. So this is Underplat room right here. Okay, chalk that. Now, okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Let me pull the wheel up. This should have every room in the game on it. I believe that I did this correctly. It says 195 entries. Now, some of those aren't actually rooms, but most of them are. Okay. The wheel is on the screen. Everyone can see the wheel. Let's take a look, bro. How many spins? Just one? Let's just start with one, because I might not even get one that I need to learn. What does that say? Bone 7. What the frick is Bone 7? Does anybody know Bone 7? I guess I should look at the room sob. Bone 7. Is that like an early game room, or is it a sprint room? Bone 7? I see Bone 7 twice. There's two. There's two Bone 7s. What? The frick is Bone 7? Bone 7. Oh. I know what Bone 7 is, but which Bone 7 do I do? I don't know how to see which one this is. Which Bone 7 is this? It's in between Marrow Chest. Oh, this is the first Bone 7, I think. Post Bell Home. Oh yeah, no, this is the first Bone 7. Okay, W. W Bone 7. Let's pull up Bone 7. Oh yeah, my hand's getting tired now, so this is gonna be the freaking last part of the stream. I thought it was gonna go longer, bro. I thought that the 20-minute break was gonna help me. I feel like it hurt me somehow. Somehow the 20-minute break made it worse. I just don't understand how that's possible. I can tell that pretty soon I will be cooked, so let's at least learn one room before that. So where is this room at? What? Am I tweaking? It's this room. Well, it's not literally this room, but I have to get to it from here. Why am I... Okay, this isn't even the room. Why am I, like, redoing this room? I'm tweaking. Alright, this is the room. So, this is my current strat. I did it wrong. What the frick is that, bro? I don't understand why I'm not getting that skip. What is going on, bro? The new strat might be easier, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, there. I need to get the timer up. Okay. I need... this. Time the room. Okay. What is the time? What is the current record for this room? Take a look. The current record for Bone 7. 5.37. Interesting. What is this strat? It's doing an extra wave dash. It's kind of massive. Otherwise, it's basically the same. Okay. Try it. So wait. Well, let me just do my strat first. I want to see how fast it is. Bro, my strat is like way harder than it has to be. That's what the other strat does. I feel like that's slower though. Am I tweaking? Nope, it's definitely not slower. So then you can do another wave dash here. Is that really faster though? I feel like it's not. Somehow I'm so slow. I don't know. How do you like get faster here? Oh wait, this guy's doing 2 wave dashes, not a dash repress. This is kind of an old strat though, so I don't know if it's actually better. That's a really early dash after the thing. Why do I get like a stun frame there? What is that? Why did I do that? Now we have a Discord. The Discord is basically completely chopped this point. Okay, no, it's not chopped. The Discord, you know, it used to be a nice place where new strats were posted. Now it's a place where nothing is posted. It's just yo. Now it's a place where only memes are posted. I don't know what happened to the strats, bro. There used to be a lot of new strats posted. Can't find any new strats anymore. How the frick is this supposed to be faster? Honestly, how? Oh, I'm supposed to instantly dash there. That's probably a pretty important thing. So you don't instantly dash there. Wait, what? How do you like do that? Bro, what is this strat? I never understand these strats that are just like not, I don't know, like not even faster. I don't know how this game works, to be honest. How am I like slower with the new strat? I don't know, I guess. Like, bro, is someone actually getting that second one consistently? I swear. The second one is so inconsistent. Dude, what? Why did it not go up? What? Alright, this room is dumb. What the heck, bro? I feel like my strat is better. I don't even know. Maybe the strat is only for people who are the GOAT. Maybe so. Maybe this strat is only faster if you're just insane at the game. Or maybe the strat just sucks. I don't know. Could be either one. I feel like my strat is fine. I mean, the double wave dash might be better, but I don't know. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That might be worse, actually. Doing that dash kind of sucks. I mean, that's faster for me, so I'm gonna just keep doing it. I don't know, bro. I can never get the new strats to be faster for me. It's really weird. I mean, like, that's maybe faster, but I don't know. Not really. It might just be more consistent, so I might go for that. Yeah, it's a little more consistent, I guess. Alright, well, there's the new strat. It's technically a new strat for me. Even though I used to do it, but... Also, that one is just not consistent at all. I don't know. Yeah, whatever, bro. The strat is freaking... It's fine. It's good enough. Alright, well, that's the room, bro. I learned one room. I think my hand is tired now. I think I have to stop. Before, you know, let me just do a phantom and see. Bro, can you get on the freaking edge? Oh, this is so dumb, and I just sold there too. Bro, yo. Cannot be serious. How do you go to the left? Honestly, how? Explain. How was that too freaking slow? Alright, I have to stop. I can't keep going, it's bad. Cannot keep going. This is actually sad because I kind of wanted to go, you know, for like slightly longer, you know, slightly, just slightly, bro. That's all I ask. All I ask, bro. I just wanted a little bit, you know. Nothing because I didn't go to them. Chalk that. Bro, in theory, recovery time is 6 to 8 weeks. Now, that's in theory. What do you mean, ayo? What do you mean, ayo? What does ayo mean? Bro, in theory, 6 to 8 weeks. In theory. It's been 3 weeks. So, in theory, I don't know. That means 3 to 5 weeks. But me personally, maybe it's just me. When I hear 6 to 8 weeks, I'm hoping it's not 8. I'm hoping it's maybe 7. And I'll take 6. Anyways, sorry for that one. That was bad. Okay. I'm gonna chalk it there. Well, another hour friggin' stream. It's actually sad. Anyways, I'm not gonna say anything else. Goodbye.